3 years after the series wrapped with Dexter New Blood, we're going back in time to witness the rise of everyone's favorite serial killer with a penchant for justice. Dexter Original Sin follows a younger Dexter, just getting his feet wet in the killing game. Joining me are the stars of Dexter Original Sin, Christian Slater, Molly Brown, and Patrick Gibson. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Hello. Welcome.
Thanks for having us. Hi.
So, Original Sin, where are we in Dexter's timeline here? How does it tie into the original series?
We're in the 90s?
Yes,
Yeah.
1991.
1991.
Good year.
Yeah, so we're going back.
Yeah,
That's right.
right before Dexter has acted on his urges. He's at a pivotal time in his life when those urges are coming to a point where he can't ignore them anymore. And yeah, that's in episode 1. And then the rest is history.
Were there any particular gaps in Dexter's story that you're interested in filling in?
Yeah, I mean, I loved the show originally,
Same.
and you know, Harry Morgan I thought was a wonderful character and a guy that I wanted to understand a little bit more. And the way Clyde Phillips has written these scripts, it's really given a great insight into that guy. And it's challenging and it's fun, and they're tough shoes to fill, but it's just been a great experience.
Well, you're playing Dexter's sister, that's right.
Yeah.
What more will we learn about her?
Well, so actually, I was going to say one of the gaps that I think is really exciting, and not to speak for you, but
Please do. You'll be better at it.
I think something that's really great is that, like, being a good brother, I wouldn't say comes naturally to a sociopath.
Yeah.
And so I think one of the things that's really fun about our show is watching the bond between Dexter and Debra grow, and how he learns to give Deb what she needs as a sister.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
it's really fun.
that, and we've kind of covered some of that already.
Yeah.
We're only 2 episodes down, but it has been to see where those seeds are planted, and because their relationship is kind of beautiful in the show in its own unique and complicated way.
Yeah, when you meet them in the original, like,
Right.
he's got it. Like,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
knows how to support, but
Yeah.
this one messes it up all the time.
It's a process.
Yeah.
Mistakes are made.
Yeah,
You know, that's how it is.
So in the original series, it's very VO driven, and it was just announced at your Comic-Con panel that Michael C. Hall is returning to narrate the inner voice of young Dexter. What has that process been like, and sort of like the crossover between the two shows?
I mean, so cool. Like that was kind of the thing that hooked me into wanting to do the show, and yeah, I think finally be able to share that with the world and tell people that that's gonna be the case, because that has been my dark secret for a long time now. And yeah, I just think he is Dexter, and in that DNA, and having him there in my head throughout the show is all the permission I need.
Well, I mean, speaking of Michael C. Hall, he'll be returning for a present-day Dexter with Dexter Resurrection series. Is there room for any sort of crossover events between the two shows?
Whoa.
Hey, somewhere down the road,
Yeah.
possibly.
Okay.
You know? Yeah, that would be great.
We'll call Clyde.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it. So when we meet Dexter in the original series, he lives by Harry's code. He's very surgical with his proclivities. Is this where we're going to see Harry teach him that code?
Certainly. I mean, there are elements of the code being introduced, and sometimes the lines get crossed a little bit, and they need to be pulled back in. So all of those aspects will be investigated.
Yeah, I think Dexter describes himself as an idea manifest into life in season 2, and that's like, definitely in Original Sin you see that idea being like formed and edited and refined, and Harry is kind of there the whole time with Dexter creating that idea.
So this being a period piece, 1991, are there any fun like pop culture references of the era that are in there?
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know if this is too much of a spoiler, but Dexter, rather savagely, but with good reason, beats someone up to REO Speedway. Can't
yeah.
fight
Oh, wow,
this
okay,
feeling.
yeah. So,
yeah, there's a lot of
Like
good
Speedwagon,
songs in it.
Good needle
Yeah.
drops in there.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Are there any tie-ins to the original novel? Because I believe in the book, the Dark Passenger is an actual demon.
So I don't think we are, but I don't know.
Let's just say there are aspects
That's
of the
good.
book, of
Yeah.
course.
Well, he's certainly still named Dexter.
Yeah,
That's right.
Of course. Well,
I
that's,
mean,
there's,
Dexter's
that.
in
there's
it.
that at least.
Yeah,
right. And there are demons,
Yeah.
of course, he's
Yeah.
wrestling and battling with,
Sure.
just not
Yeah.
actualized or materialized.
Yeah.
But it certainly doesn't clash with anything in the original
Yeah.
Dexter series. It only elaborates on and expands. And although there were the flashbacks, like, there's so much
Yeah.
to be filled
We
in
got
there
even
that-
more.
Yeah.
So what did you want to bring to the table as you took over these roles from previous actors?
Well, like I said, I mean, I was always a huge fan of James Remar. Amazing, amazing actor, and I thought he did a beautiful job. But it was always a character that I felt, could be explored more. Finding out about his background, I thought would be very, very interesting. And that dynamic and relationship with this family. You never really got to see how Harry interacted with the family in this particular way, and how they all bonded and grew up together and learned so much from each other.
Yeah, I mean, I think the unique thing about Deb now is you're going to meet her as a 17-year-old. And I don't know how much time you spend with 17-year-olds, but they have a lot of big emotions. So it's,
A lot of feelings.
A lot of
feelings.
A lot of slam doors.
Yes.
And it's fun to watch how that is going to then become into the Deb that we meet in the original.
And then Patrick, how about you taking over the title character?
Yeah, I mean, it's similar. We meet Dexter at a much earlier stage of his life. You said it so well that he's, he's very surgical and precise when we meet him in the OG. And in this one, he's got so many mistakes to make. And I think getting the chance to play a character who's so well, but then you get to see them in their less fully formed version is so much fun. And there's a lot of room for Dexter to be in very hot water.
It's great to be getting more Dexter. Thank you all so much.
Thank you.
Dexter Original Sin is heading your way soon. Be sure to watch it. We've got tons more Comic-Con ahead right here on IGN, so don't go anywhere.